All right, digital photography students, throughout the entire semester, you are going to be wanting to refer back to this digital toolbox, okay? This is going to have all the skills that we're going to be using in this class to help you be successful with digital photography. So these are going to be all your tech tools, and I have about 16 slides here. You know, I might be adding on to this or making some slight adjustments as we move through the year, but for now, this is what I have. And they're all labeled so that you can go and look at, okay, so what's going to be on slide 7? Well, it's going to show you how to insert a self-portrait of yourself into Google Slides. Okay, so it's going to give you step-by-step directions on how to do that. Okay, what do we have on slide 16? What not to do when using Photop. All right, so Photop is going to be our online photo editor that we're going to be using this year. Okay, so if you aren't sure how to do something, come look at this first slide, look for the item that you need help with, and then select that particular slide, and it'll take you right to what you need to do. There's also going to be a quiz that you're going to be taking that will be graded, and it's going to be a Google form quiz, and it's going to be open book, but even though it's open book, you still have to, make sure you understand the information, and you still have to be able to research the information to give me the correct answer, okay? So that will be a quiz that we will be doing. All right, so let's get into it, and I'm just going to briefly explain what the different tips are. So here's a couple general tips. When we're using Google Slides all semester long, you want to make sure that you are inserting JPEG images, okay? So when you're using Photop, you're going to be saving in two formats. You're going to be saving as a PSD, which is a Photoshop format, or you're going to be saving as a JPEG, okay? So you're going to save in these two formats. And the only format that you can upload into a Google Slide is a JPEG. You can also take a screenshot and add that in. So you would take the screenshot and then you do Control V, and that will paste it into your Google Slide. So you have a couple options, but I'm going to be having you mostly do Google JPEG friendly images for your Google Slides. What happens is when you take photos with your camera, especially if you have like a phone camera that is made by Apple and it's like one of the later versions, so like an iPhone 10, 11, even an iPhone 7 has this, your camera is going to automatically default to an HEIC format. Well, HEIC format is great for saving space on your camera. It's great for social media, but it doesn't work when you're trying to edit or when you're trying to upload images into your Google Slides. So you're going to have to convert that image into a JPEG, okay? Also, we are going to be using Google Drive this year. You're going to be creating your own folders, and we're going to be using a shared drive, which everybody's going to be using and sharing and saving photos into so that I can grade. All right? So just a kind of a brief overview of a few things, and we're going to go into this a little more in depth. So hopefully you already know how to create a folder in Google Drive. So if you don't, here's a slide that's going to show you exactly how to create a folder in Google Drive. And the folders that you create will be in your school Gmail account. Okay, so you're going to want to log into your school Gmail account, go into your Google Drive, click on the little plus sign, go to folder. It'll pop up with a new folder. You'll rename it, you'll give it a name, and then you'll create it. So here's the slide that shows you how to make sure that you're not shooting in the HEIC format. So what you want to do is you want to go to your settings in your phone. Now this is only for iPhone. So go to your iPhone settings, go to camera, go to formats, click on most compatible, and then it will, from that point on, when you take photos in your camera, it'll be in a JPEG format and very friendly for your Google Slides and also for your editing. So I want you to take some practice photos, okay? So make sure you disable that HEIC format, and what I want you to do is I want you to flip on that viewfinder, the LCD monitor where you can see yourself. So flip that around, have it hold your camera out a little bit from you. Take about 8 to 10 photos. Make sure it's a close-up and pretty good lighting. We don't want like really dark shadows underneath your eyes, so go somewhere where you have some nice lighting. Take some photos, because now I'm going to have you do a little exercise. I'm going to have you take those photos and I'm going to have you download them into your Google Drive, okay? So that means you need to have the Google Drive on your phone. You need to have that app on your phone. So you need to download that first. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go into your Google Drive and you're going to click on that little plus sign and you're going to create a folder. You're going to call it Digital Photo 1. You're going to open that up and you're going to create another folder in there and you're going to call it Self-Portrait Test Images, and you're going to open that up. And then you're going to click on the little plus sign and you're going to go to Upload. Then you're going to go to Photos and Videos, and then you're going to click on the images that you want and you're going to click Upload. And then when it's done, you're going to see this little All Pending Uploads Have Completed message. Now you can go into your Chromebook, go into your Google Drive, go into your Digital Photo 1 folder, go into the subfolder called Self-Portrait Test Images, and your photos, they should be in there, all uploaded. You're one step closer now to actually inserting a photo into your Google Slides. So you're going to do it right here on this project. So what I want you to do is go to Insert Image, go to your Drive, go to that folder, Digital Photo 1, and then to Self-Portrait Test Images. Click on Insert, and what do you know? Your photo will upload. You might have to like resize it a little bit. Click on those little edges, little square edges on the box on the corner of your image, and resize it down so it fits right here into this gray box. Oops! What if you did not take JPEG images? What if you made a mistake and you forgot to change the HEIC format in your iPhone? Well, not the end of the world. There are a couple different converters out there. Here are 2 websites that you can go to convert your HEIC file. You'll need to do this on your Chromebook, and you'll need to get the images by first downloading them to your download file, and then from there you can insert them into these different websites and it'll convert it to a JPEG and save it back into your download file. Okay? All right, so we're going to be using video tutorials all year long. And so here's the link to my website where I have my YouTube channel and I have all the different video tutorials that we're going to be using throughout the year to help you with this class. All right, you're going to be creating some more files in your Google Drive. So under Digital Photo 1, you're going to have your first file that you created, which is Self-Portrait Test Images. Well, in there, you're also going to create some more files. You're going to create a file called Elements and Principles of Design. So under Digital Photo 1, I want you to go in there and create another folder and call it Elements and Principles of Design. Open up that folder, and then I want you to create subfolders in there. And you're going to call it Editing Practice Images. Then you can do Balance, Rhythm, Pattern, Movement, Unity, Variety, Proportion, and Emphasis. Just like what you see here in the example below. So it should look just like this. So I want you to do that right now. Your Google Shared Drive is part of your drive. Okay, so you'll notice that it's located right under where it says My Drive. It says Shared Drives. Okay, so if you click on that, I will have shared a file with you, and it's called the Delmar Digital Photo Video 2020-2021 Shared Drive. Okay, and that is where we are going to be saving our images that we edit throughout the year. So you'll be using either Photoshop. If you have it at home, go right ahead and use it, or Photop. Then you're going to take these PSD files and you're going to save them right into the shared drive. Okay? How do you do that? It's the same process of uploading your images. You always click on that little plus sign. And then you click on your shared drive, and then you go into the folder where I want you to save it, and you click on the plus, and then you do file upload, and then you upload it directly from your downloads file and you save it right into that folder. Also going to learn how to take a screenshot. Now I'm showing you here how to take a screenshot using a Google Chromebook. Okay, so you want to click the Shift, Control, and Switch button, and that will take a screenshot. And then you go and you do Control V, and that'll paste it right into your Google Slides. Okay, you can even use a little cursor to kind of select what it is that you want to take a screenshot of. So let's say you don't want to take everything. Let's say you only want to take a screenshot of the photo. So then you can just go in and move using your finger on the little touchpad. You can just move it around and just have it be perfectly selected. You'll see like the little crosshair, and you can perfectly select it. It'll kind of dim the screen a little bit so it shows exactly what you're selecting, and then you're ready to go. And you can do Control V, and that will paste it right into Google Slides. Now download files from your shared drive. Okay, so we're going to be using a folder called Editing Practice Images, and in that folder is going to be a bunch of different images that you are going to need to download because you're going to be practice editing on those. So what happens is you're going to go into that folder, and then you're going to right click on the image, and you're going to click on download. And when it downloads, it's going to be along the bottom horizontal toolbar of your computer, and it'll like call it like value 1 or whatever, but you'll see the name of it, and it's going to save automatically into your downloads file. And then you can access that image from the downloads either using Photoshop or Photop. How to save images to the Google Drive from my downloads file on the laptop. What you want to do then is, once you've done all your edits, okay, so you're ready to like turn it in, or let's say you're just ready to just put it in a Google Drive file on your computer, okay? You want to click the plus, and you want to go to File Upload. You want to go into your downloads, and you want to look for the little photo icon, okay? When you select that little photo icon, you want to go to extra large icons so that you can see your photos a little bigger. It'll make them bigger so it's easier for you to see them. Then you want to click on the image that you want to download, and then you want to click on Open, and then you'll see a completed message saying that the image was uploaded, okay? At the very, very bottom, you see a confirmation. How to read the technical specs on your JPEG images. So you're going to be doing this when you work on your Elements and Principles of Design slides. So what you want to do is, first of all, you have to download your images from Google Drive first. They need to be saved onto your downloads file on your Chromebook hard drive, okay? So once they're in the downloads file on your Chromebook hard drive, you can right click on the image, and you can go to Properties, and then you can click on Details, and you want to go down to where it says f-stop, exposure time, ISO, and focal length, which is under the camera information. And then you'll be putting that information, those 4 items, into your Elements and Principles of Design slides. And you'll do this for your practice images and also for your other images that you will be creating for the various photo assignments. What not to do when using Photop. You're going to want to watch this video here, okay? Watch it all the way through. Make sure that you are familiar with some of the limitations that Photop has, okay? Because unlike Google Drive, it doesn't save things for you automatically. You have to save it. If you don't save it, you're going to lose your work. And if you, let's say you were to go to refresh, you're going to see this message saying leave site. Changes you made may not be saved. Or if you X out of the program, you're going to have the same message. So it's really, really, really important that you be backing up your work. And what if all of a sudden your internet just went out on you? Then you will lost everything that you just did. So what you need to do is save every couple of minutes. Save your work, okay? Just keep saving it, keep saving it, keep saving it, so that you don't lose any work that you have done for that day.